Good evening to Gagan side. Today is the 9th class mathematics chapter number 8th chapter quadrilaterals. Today we will learn the exercise 8.4 in Telangana state book page number 192. Today we will learn the remaining problems 4 to 6 problems. Are you understood of the previous class?
Yes.
Are you any doubts?
No doubts.
No doubts. Shall I start the today class?
Yes.
Do you know the midpoint theorem of a triangle?
Yes.
8.7
Yes.
and 8.8 theorem is also it's over in
Yes.
previous class.
Yes.
What's the 8.8 theorem? Converse of the midpoint theorem of a triangle.
Yes.
What's the theorem? Converse theorem. First, once again, let us recall that one in the session. Okay. What's the 8.8 theorem? Do you know the midpoint theorem? It's over. 8.8 theorem. The line drawn the midpoint of one of the sides of a triangle and parallel to the another side will bisect the third side. This is the converse theorem. First, I will explain this one. The line drawn through the midpoint of one side. This is the one triangle. This is the one side of the triangle.
Okay.
Midpoint is here E. Okay, E is the midpoint of AB side. The line passing through the midpoint E only. Okay, and this line is parallel to another side. That is the BC side. Okay, second side. And next will bisect the third side. Okay, the line is intersecting at AC at point F only. So this line is bisected with the third side. Bisect means is the equal parts. This part and this part are equal, and this side is also equal. That is the converse midpoint theorem of a triangle. Are you understood?
Yes.
Based on these two theorems, today we will learn the remaining problems. Okay, 4 to 6 problems. This is the what have we discussed. Fifth one, these two theorems. Based on these two theorems, today we will learn the exercise problems. First, fourth problem. Let's see the problem in our textbook. Be carefully, listen better neatly.
Okay.
Look at this textbook. In a parallelogram ABCD, E and F are the midpoints of the sides AB and DC respectively. Show that the line segments AF and EC trisect the diagonal BD. Okay, this is the question. What is given, what is asked in this question? First, I will explain this one only. This is the one diagram is given. This is the parallelogram diagram, ABCD diagram. And is the another one E and F. E and F are the midpoints of the sides, AB and CD sides. Okay. Are you clear? CD sides. We have to show that the line segments AF and EC trisect the diagonal BD. Trisect the diagonal BD. This is the diagonal, BD diagonal. Okay, parallelogram BD diagonal. Trisect means is the three equal parts.
Yes.
This part, this part, this part. Here DP is equal to PQ equal to QB only. Okay, we have to show that the line segment AF and EC trisect the diagonal BD. You have to show that. How will you show that? This problem. First, given data, how to write it in our given problem. Given in parallelogram ABCD, E and F are the midpoints of the sides AB and DC to show, are required to show that the line segments AF and EC trisect the diagonal BD only. This is the diagram. What's the diagram? ABCD diagram. A, B, C, D diagram.
Okay.
Okay. and E and F are the midpoint of sides AB
Yes.
and DC sides.
Yes.
Okay, diagram is already given.
Yeah.
Next, this point is P and Q. Okay. Yeah, this is the diagram. First, let the solution for this problem. From this figure, what is given? Right. From this given figure.
Yes.
What is given in parallelogram ABCD?
Yep.
In a parallelogram.
ABCD.
What's the name? Parallelogram name is ABCD. E and F
Yes.
are the midpoints.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Are the
Midpoint.
midpoints of the sides.
Okay.
Of the sides. What's the sides? AB and CD sides. AB and CD.
Yes.
CD sides respectively.
Yep.
So here this is the one quadrilateral ABCD. In parallelogram means the, what's the parallelogram? In quadrilateral, in which the two opposite pairs of equal and parallel only. We know that only definition. So that's why AB is equal CD.
Okay.
Parallelogram AB is equal CD. And AD is equal BC also. And this is, and AB is parallel to CD. Opposite. Both pair of opposite sides equal
Yes.
in parallelogram. So that's why these two are is equal and AD is equal to BC. Here AB equal to CD. Okay.
Okay.
And next, here E is the midpoint of AB.
AB.
So AE equal EB. Why it is equal? This is the midpoint only. So that's why these two sides are equal only. So that point you write it here. E is the midpoint of AB. So here AE is equal to EB. Okay. AE
Yes.
is equal to EB. So AE equal half of the AB. Okay. Or EB is equal to half of the AB. Two equal parts only. So AB's side is divided by how many sides is divided here? It is two sides only. Two parts are divided. So half only. Okay. AE is equal half of the AB. CF equal to DF. Okay. Are you clear? Are FD. CF equal to FD or DF is equal to half of the CD. Why it is equal? Are you understood? Why it is equal these two sides? Why? Because these two are is the midpoint only. Since why it is equal, this is the midpoint of the CD. So that's why these two are equal. And each side is the half of the CD. And next, AB equal CD. Now dividing by 2 on both sides only. AB by 2 is equal CD by 2. Why here? Since dividing by 2. Dividing by 2 on both sides. Both sides. So AB by 2. AB by 2 it is nothing but what's the AB by 2? AE or EB only. Okay. AE. AE is equal CD by 2. It is nothing but half of the CD means CD by 2. CD by 2 it is nothing but what's the CF. AE is equal to CF.
Yes.
So AE is equal to CF. So this side is equal.
Mm.
Equal means this side is parallel also.
Yes.
Okay. And AE is parallel to CF also. In this quadrilateral, what's the quadrilateral? Let us take this quadrilateral AECF quadrilateral. In quadrilateral AECF, one pair of the opposite sides are is parallel and equal. Then it is a parallelogram. We know that one. Otherwise, both pair of opposite sides are parallel or equal. That is also parallelogram. Okay. In quadrilateral, let us take the quadrilateral. What's the quadrilateral? AECF. AECF. In quadrilateral, what's the one pair of opposite sides are equal and parallel also. Okay. So it is a parallelogram. One pair of opposite sides are parallel and equal. So it is a parallelogram. So what's the AECF is a parallelogram. It's a parallelogram. Okay. This is a parallelogram. It's proved. This is a parallelogram. Parallelogram means opposite sides also parallel. So here FP equal to CQ. It is equal. Yeah, this is the opposite sides are is parallel and this side is also parallel and equal. So that's why this part is also parallel. This part, right side and left side is also parallel and AP is parallel to EQ. Okay, or equal also. Here AP is parallel to EQ. Okay, and FP is parallel to what's the QC? CQ. Okay, why it is parallel and equal? Are you understood? In parallelogram, since parallelogram from parallelogram AECF is a parallelogram only. So that's why these two are sides are is it parallel and equal also. AP is equal to EQ and next FP is equal to CQ.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, next. Now let us take this triangle only. APB. Let us take this triangle. Why it is take this triangle? In given question asked. What's the asked? We will show that the line segments AF and EC trisect the diagonal BD only. So that's why let us take this triangle. What's the triangle? APB triangle. Okay. Consider or in triangle of APB. Triangle of APB, what is given? E is the midpoint of AB. Midpoint of AB. Okay. This is given only. Since this is given. Okay. Next, this triangle. Let us take this triangle only. Separately as also you can draw here this triangle. Yeah, this is the PAB. This is the E. This point is Q. Okay. Are clear? This is the it's over and E is over and next Q. Q is the midpoint of PB. What's the by converse midpoint theorem of a triangle? By using that theorem, yeah, Q is a midpoint. 8.8 theorem. What's the 8.8 theorem? Oh, already it's over. Do you know the 8.8 theorem, Gagan Sai? This is the line drawn through the midpoint of one side of the triangle E. This is the E midpoint E. Draw a one line passing through this one only, and this is the parallel only. This is and parallel to the another side, and next we'll bisect the third side only. Okay, this is the third side. So yeah, this is the Q only. Q is the midpoint of PB. Q is the midpoint of PB. Okay, why it is this this is the midpoint of PB? What's the reason? Reason is converse midpoint theorem. Okay, since by using the midpoint theorem, Q is the midpoint of PB1. If Q is a midpoint of PB, then what's the PQ equal QB1. We know that why, because here it is the Q is the midpoint only. Okay, if Q is a midpoint of PB, okay, then PQ equal QB. Why it is equal? Are you understood? Since Q is the midpoint, you already write it only. Q is the midpoint only. That's why this one only. Converse midpoint theorem. These two are equal. Okay, are clear? No space kagan sai. This is the equation number 1. Okay. Next, let us take the another triangle. What's the another triangle? CQD. Okay, CQD triangle or DQC triangle. Let us take another triangle, DQC triangle. In DQC triangle, why it is take this triangle? Are you understood? Given a question how to show that only. So that's why this triangle. Let us take this triangle only. So F is the midpoint of CD only. F is the midpoint of CD. Okay, this is given. Since this is given. Okay, are clear? And next, here by using the converse midpoint theorem of a triangle, the theorem are using what's the P is also midpoint of DQ only. Okay, are clear?
Yes.
P is the midpoint of what's the DQ. Why it is? What's the reason? Reason means the converse midpoint theorem. Simply write it only. Okay. Otherwise, theorem. What's the theorem? 8.8 theorem. Okay. Are you clear? Yeah. This one only. And here, if P is the midpoint of DQ, then DP equal PQ. Okay, if P is the midpoint of DQ, then what we will get it? DP is equal to, what's that? PQ. Okay, this is the equation number 2. Okay? Yeah, from equation number 192, what we will get it? From equation number 192, we get equation number 1. What's the equation number 1? Gagan say PQ equal QB. PQ equal QB. And second equation is what's the second equation? And second one is DP is equal PQ. Okay. These two. Here these two, one side is equal. PQ is equal only. So what's the PQ is equal to QB is equal to DP. Why it is equal? Are you understood? PQ is equal DP. And here it is the PQ equal QB only. So that's why these three equal parts. Equal. Okay, are clear? Are you understood? These three sides means is what's the sides here? Proved DP is equal to DP. This side is equal to PQ. PQ is equal to next QB. QB. Okay. It is proved only. What's we needed? Show that here on the diagonal BD. BD diagonal trisect. A line segments AF line segment, and is it a line segments? Gagan say EC line segments. Yeah, trisect the diagonals. Trisect the diagonals are equal. It is proved. So hence it is proved. Okay, are clear?
Yes.
And here AF and EC trisect the diagonal. Diagonal BD. Okay. Diagonal BD.
Yes.
So that's why hence it is proved. These all are the sides are equal. So that's why it is proved. Therefore it is proved. It is proved. Okay, are you clear? This problem solution is over. Are you clear, Gagan Sai? Yeah, next we'll move on to the next question.
Yes.
Next, fifth one. Show that the line segment joining the midpoints of the opposite sides of a quadrilateral and bisect each other. Okay. Yeah, this is the question. First, I will explaining this question only. What is given, what is asked. One quadrilateral. Let us take one quadrilateral. ABCD is a quadrilateral. Let us take it. Okay. And next, midpoints. Here it is the show that the line segment joining the midpoints of the opposite sides only. Midpoints. Let us take the midpoints. PQ or S is the all are midpoints only. Quadrilateral. Joining the midpoints of the quadrilateral and bisect to each other. So how to show that only. Yeah, first given data, how to write it in our given problem. Yeah, this is given only. Let us draw a one quadrilateral. Let us take here this one ABCD is a one quadrilateral. This is the one quadrilateral. First draw the one quadrilateral, ABCD quadrilateral, and PQRS are the midpoints of the sides. What's the midpoints? P, Q, R, S.
Yes.
Midpoints of these sides of ABCD. Okay, ABCD sides, PQRS midpoints. And next, we have to show that. What's the show that? Here it's the what is given in given problem. Line segment joining the midpoints of the opposite sides of a quadrilateral. Joining the opposite sides of a quadrilateral. So this one joining here. P to R. Okay. Joining the midpoints. Joining the midpoints. Okay, this one only. Joining the midpoints of the opposite sides of quadrilateral and bisect to each others. Bisect to each others means is the, let us suppose these two sides are intersecting at point O point only. Okay, this side bisect means is the equal parts only. So this side is equal to this side, and this side is equal to this side. So here it is the SO is equal to OQ. How to prove this one only. And next here RO is equal to OP. Okay. PR and QS bisect to each other. So you have to show that one. Okay. Yeah, in this above previous question, second question, Gagan Sai. Yeah, this is also, yeah, let us take one quadrilateral. Second question, like the same as previous problem model. Second question. Yeah, let us take the ABCD one on quadrilateral and joining the midpoints of sides of a quadrilateral, and also we will get a one parallelogram. Yeah, second question is already, it's over. This is also one parallelogram. Joining of the midpoints, after we will get a one parallelogram, we will get it. You already finished only. Yeah, first let the solution for this problem. From this figure, what's the let quadrilateral? What's the quadrilateral? ABCD is a quadrilateral or be a quadrilateral. Okay, quadrilateral. What's the midpoints? P, Q, R and S are the midpoints. Midpoints of a sides. What's the sides? AB. Okay, AB, BC, CD and DA respectively. Okay, these are the midpoints. So first, yeah, do you know the midpoint theorem of a triangle? We know that 8.7 theorem. By using the 8.7 theorem in this problem, first let us draw a one quadrilateral. Separately you can draw here, it is one quadrilateral. This is the one quadrilateral. AC diagonal. First draw a one AC diagonal only. Yeah, this is the ABCD quadrilateral. First draw a one, what's the diagonal? AC diagonal. Here it is the P and Q. Is the midpoint of these two sides. Okay. Here, by using the midpoint theorem of a triangle, by using, here it is the PQ is parallel to AC. We know that only. Okay. This side is parallel to the third side and half of it only. So PQ is parallel to AC only. Okay, do you know the 8.7 theorem? Are you understood? So yes. This diagonal is divided into, what's the? Two triangles is divided on. In this quadrilateral, AC diagonal is divided into two triangles. What's the triangles? ABC, one triangle, and another triangle is ADC, another triangle. These 2 points, R and S. Okay, are clear? First consider in triangle of ABC. Triangle, what's that? P and Q. P and Q are the midpoints. Midpoints of sides. What's the sides? AB and BC sides. Okay. Here it is the PQ is parallel to AC. Okay. And PQ is equal to half of the AC. Since by using the, what's the theorem? 8.7 theorem. Okay. Or otherwise midpoint theorem are using here. Since by using this theorem, these two steps you write it. Okay, are you clear? Yeah, this is its over. And next one, another one is another triangle. What's the another triangle? This is the equation number 1, and another triangle is, what's the another triangle? ADC triangle. From ADC triangle or in ADC triangle, what's the midpoint? S and R. R and S. R and S are the midpoints. Midpoints of sides. What's the sides? CD and AD. Okay. Here it is the S or S or SR. Or S is parallel to third side. What's the third side? AC side. Or S is parallel to AC. Okay. And RS is equal to half of the AC. This is the equation number 2. Since by using this theorem, same above theorem. Okay. This is also since above theorem. Above same. Okay. From equation number 192. We get. What we get it? Get PQ is equal. LHS part is equal to RHS part. RHS part both are is it equivalent. So that's why LHS part. LHS part in from equation number 1 PQ is equal to equation number 2 is RS. Okay. PQ is equal to RS. Means is the what's the PQ is parallel to RS. Okay. PQ is parallel to RS. RS. So that's why this is the one pair of opposite. This is the one quadrilateral. In quadrilateral PQ RS in quadrilateral one pair of opposite sides are is equal and parallel. So it is a parallelogram. As is it a parallelogram only. Parallelogram means is the both another pair is also equal only. We know that only. Yeah, this is the it's over. In quadrilateral. Quadrilateral is what's the quadrilateral? PQRS. In PQRS quadrilateral, PQ parallel to RS and PQ is equal to RS. Okay. So it is a parallelogram. Parallelogram. Otherwise, another also. BD diagonal. Okay. Draw the BD diagonal. What about this one? Another. Let us draw the another figure. Separately you can draw this one only. Okay. This is the A, B, C, D only. This side only. And next midpoints. What's the midpoints? Midpoints is this is the R and Q and this side is P and S. Okay. Yeah, this is the BD diagonal. In this quadrilateral, BD diagonal is divided into two triangles. What's the triangles? BAD, one triangle, and BCD, another triangle. Is divided on. In quadrilateral, what's the directly is also write it. Otherwise, one more two steps also I write it only. In quadrilateral, what's the triangle? BAD triangle. In BAD, triangle of BAD. BAD, here it is the SP is parallel to third side. What's the third side? BD side. Okay. And half of it also. SP is equal to half of the BD. This is the equation number 3. Or similarly is also I write it. Otherwise, briefly also I write it. And another triangle. What's the another triangle? Here BCD. Triangle of BCD. From triangle of BCD, what's the here RQ is parallel to BD. And here RQ is equal to half of the BD. Okay, this is the equation number 4. From equation number 3rd and 4th, what we will get it? We get Okay, we get it here. It is the LHS is equal to RHS. RHS is both are is it same only. So LHS, we write it the LHS part. SP is equal to RQ. SP is equal to RQ. It is nothing but this side. This side is also equal only. Okay, this side and this side is also equal. SP is equal to RQ only. So that's why another opposite sides also is equal only. So here it is this midpoint, joining of the midpoints of a quadrilateral. We will get a, what's that? Parallelogram. Why it is parallelogram? In parallelogram, yeah, both pair of opposite sides are equal only. And diagonals. This is the diagonals. What's the diagonals? PR and QS diagonals. These two diagonals are bisected to each other. We know that SP equal RQ and SP is parallel to RQ. Okay. So it is a parallelogram. Okay. Fifth question. Continuation. Okay. Therefore, what's the PQRS is a parallelogram. Therefore, PQRS is a parallelogram. Okay. Otherwise, one more steps also write it directly, write it only here it is. Otherwise, in quadrilateral is the, what's the quadrilateral? PQRS. One more step we write it these two sides. PQ is equal RS. Okay, PQ equal to RS and SP is equal RQ. Okay, and parallel also. PQ is parallel to RS and here it is also SP is parallel to RQ. So it is a parallelogram. Okay, in quadrilateral PQRS is a quadrilateral PQRS is a these two sides parallel and equal. So it is a parallelogram. What's the PQRS is a parallelogram. Okay, are clear? I'm directly write it only. Otherwise, one more 2 steps also I write it only. Okay. Yeah, is it over? And PR and QS. PR and QS are the diagonals. The diagonals of parallelogram. Okay, diagonals. These two are the diagonals only. We know that diagonals are bisected to each others. We know that in parallelogram. Okay, we know in parallelogram diagonals are bisected to each others. Diagonals bisected to each others. So here it is the diagonal. Diagonals means is the, therefore PR and QS or the diagonals. PQ and QS are the diagonals bisected to each others. Okay, are you clear? Hence it is proved. Okay, are you clear? Are you understood? Otherwise, one pair of opposite sides is also parallel and equal. So it is a parallelogram. Similarly, also you write it. Otherwise, extra steps also you write it. Okay, are you clear? Simply also write it. It's enough only. This is the it's enough. And lastly, finally is also the these 2-3 steps it's over. And yeah, those are is similarly write it down. Yeah, this problem solution is over. Fifth problem solution is over. Are you clear? And these two diagonals are bisected to each other in parallelogram. It's over. And next we'll move on to the next question. ABC is a triangle right angled at C. A line through the midpoint M of a hypotenuse AB and parallel to BC intersects AC at D, so that these three questions. How to show that only. D is the midpoint of AC and MD is perpendicular AC and CM equal to MA equal to half of AB. Okay, this is the question. First, what is given, what is asked in this question. First, I will explain in this one only. First, one figure is given, that is the ABC. One right angle is given. At C, right angle symbol is given. So, this is nothing but 90 degrees only. At C is 90 degrees is given. And next is the one line through the midpoint M of a hypotenuse. This is the hypotenuse. This is the right angle triangle. This is the hypotenuse AB. This is the midpoint of AB only. Okay, midpoint of AB. The line through here it is. And next AB and parallel to BC. Okay, this line through this midpoint, the line through the midpoint M, AB and parallel to the BC only. And next, yeah, these two, this line is intersecting at AC only, at point D only. Okay, this is the D only. And how to show that D is the midpoint of AC and MD is perpendicular to AC and CM is equal, MA equal half of the AB. How to, these are questions, how to show that one. Okay, one by one only. First, given data, how to write it in our given problem. Yeah, first this is the given, this is that required to show that one only. Okay, ABC is a triangle right angle at C and angle C equal to 90 degrees. M is the midpoint of AB and parallel to BC. Intersect AC at D only. Required to show that. These are all questions required to show that only. This is the figure only. Okay, let the solution for this problem. First, from this figure. Or given figure. What is given? Triangle ABC is a right angle. Okay. Triangle of ABC is a right angle. Right angle triangle is given. Angle C is equal to 90 degrees is given. Okay. M is the midpoint of AB. M is the midpoint of AB. Okay, are you clear? M is the midpoint of AB is given. Yeah, this is parallel to the swan. So DM is parallel to BC. DM is parallel to BC. So these two are is parallel. Why it is parallel? Since converse midpoint theorem are using. These two are is it equal only. Converse midpoint theorem. Okay. Here DM is parallel to this one only. This side is the third side. Here this is the line is a midpoint through a passing through a one line. This line is parallel to this side. This is the one side of the triangle. Okay, side of the triangle. One line is passing through midpoint. This line is passing through midpoint. This side is parallel to another side only. Another side. This is the parallel to another side and will bisect the third side also. Means D is the midpoint of AC only. So by converse midpoint theorem, by using these two are is the parallel only. Okay, D is also midpoint of the AC. Here it is. This is given only. Okay, this is given, and here D is the midpoint of AC. Why it is? Since converse midpoint theorem. This is given. DM is parallel to BC is given only. This is the given. Given only. This is the given. Don't write it here. It is here. Write it only. Okay. D is the midpoint of AC only. Why? Because here this is given only. DM is parallel to this one only. So by using this converse 8.8 theorem, D is the midpoint of AC. So first question it is proved only. Okay. What's the first question? Show that D is the midpoint of AC. This is the first question. So hence it is proved. Okay, D is the midpoint of AC. So it is proved. And next, second question. What's the second question? MD is perpendicular to AC. Look at this figure. MD is perpendicular to AC. Here D is the midpoint of AC. Here it is DM is parallel to BC. These two sides are is parallel. AC is the transversal. So here the corresponding angles are equal only. What's the corresponding angles? This angle is equal to this angle only. Why it is equal? Are you understood? Whenever the two sides are is parallel and AC is transversal, corresponding angles are equal only. One is this above and one is the below. This is the same side of the transversal only. So that's why corresponding angles are is it always equal. We know that only, that point. Oh, already it's over in previous classes only. That's why that point here write it only. DM is parallel to BC and here AC is transversal. Transversal. Here what's the angle of, what's the corresponding angles? Here it is the ADM. ADM is equal to, what's the ACB. Angle of ADM is equal to angle of ACB. Why it is equal? These two are is the 90 degrees. Angle C is the 90 degrees is gave in this figure. So D is also 90 degrees. Why it is equal to 90 degrees? These two are is the corresponding angles only. So corresponding angles are equal. We know that only. Angles are is equal. We know that's point. Okay, so that's why these two angles are is equal. So here it is MD. MD is perpendicular to AC. This is also. So MD is perpendicular to AC. And it is proved. This question is also it is proved. Okay, are you clear?
Yes.
Next, third question. What's the third question? We will show that this one. CM is equal to MA equal to half of AB. CM is equal to MA is equal to half of AB. Okay. How will you show this one? Look at this figure, Gagan side. CM is equal to MA is equal to half of AB. So let us take these two triangles. Let us take it. This is the one construction, new construction. So that's why this is the dotted lines is already given in given figure only. So CM, what's the triangles? Yeah, this is the divided only. DM is divided into, what's the two triangles are is divided only. What's the triangles? ADM, one triangle. Another one is the CDM, another triangle. Let us take these two triangles. We will get this one only. Okay, how will get this one? Are you understood? Consider triangle of ADM, and another triangle is, what's the another triangle? CDM. Okay, in these two triangles, what we will write it? Here it is AD is equal CD. Why it is equal? These two are is the CPCT. R is equal. AD is equal to CD only. Why it is equal? D is the midpoint of AC only. So that's why equal. D is the midpoint of AC. D is the midpoint of AC. Otherwise, from question number 1. Okay, are clear? From question number 1, these two are equal. And next, DM is equal DM. DM is equal DM. Why it is equal? These two triangles, in these two triangles, DM is the common side. ADM is equal CDM. So that's why this is the common side. Since common side. Okay, are you clear? Common side, these two sides are equal. Remaining side. What's the remaining sides? AM is equal to CM. AM is equal to CM. Why it is equal? These two AM. What's the AM is equal to CM. Since CPCT. Okay. CPCT. You are not CPCT. Don't write it here. Why? Because these two triangles are is not congruence only. Okay. After congruence, you write it this step only. So this step after lotter you write it. Okay. Here two sides, one angle is given. One angle is given. What's the angle? Angle of ADM is equal to angle of CDM is given. Angle D is 90 degrees is given in these two triangles. So that's why 90 degrees is given. Why it is equal? This is the each angle is 90 degrees only. Okay. Here we have side angle. Okay. So according to the SAS congruence rules, these two triangles are is congruence only. Okay. Therefore, triangle of ADM is congruence to triangle of CDM. Why it is equal? SAS congruence rules. Congruence rule. By according to this congruence rules, these two triangles are is congruence. CPCT, you write it the CPCT. This step you write it here. What's the AD is equal CD? Already it's over, and DM is equal DM is also it's over. And next last third side, this side, this part. Okay, this step you write it here. AM is equal to CM. Okay, why it is equal here? Since CPCT. Okay, are you clear? Since CPCT, whenever the two triangles are congruent, all or the CPCT are equal only. We know that only. So these two sides are equal. AM is equal to CM. So AM is equal to CM. Both sides are is equal. AM is equal to CM is equal to AM is the half of the AB. Okay, is it correct?
Yes.
and so that's why half of the AB. Okay, are you clear? AM is the half of the AB and CM is also half of this one. So that's why here hence it is food only. Third question, it is food, hence it is food. Okay, are you clear, Gagan? Here it is the each angle is 90 degrees. Here this is this one only. From question number 2nd, MD is parallel to AC. That is also right. Here it is the MD is parallel to what's the AC. Or from question number 2. From question number 2. From question number 2, are these two angles are equal. Okay, are clear? Okay. Each angle is the 90 degrees. This one and this is also 90 degrees only. So that's why here these two angles are is 90 degrees only. Okay. So here it and it is food only. Are you understood?
Yes.
This is the very simple solution. This problem solution is over. Are you understood today class?
Yes.
Yeah, 4 to 6 problems it's over. Yeah, this chapter is also it's over. 8th chapter. Are you any doubts?
No doubts.
Today class?
No doubts.
Once again, practice. These are this full chapter exercise problems. Once again, you practice at home. Okay. Today's 8th chapter. Full chapter notes it's over. Say thank you. Have a nice day. Like, share and subscribe. Say bye.
Bye.